Harry, you must have been itching to get back, and now you're in the quarter, and how does it feel to be playing the first game of the year?
Yeah, really excited. It does feel like a long time ago, the MCG against the British and Irish Lions. So yeah, grateful to get an opportunity to have another crack, and really looking forward to Saturday. And a cold one it is.
Was that sort of a goal, like with the timeline of the injury and that this was the game that you really wanted to be available for?
I've been back fit and with the squad for a couple of weeks. The boys have been doing really well. South Africa went well in Argentina. The boys in the back three doing a really good job. So no, I've been back around the squad, and I'm grateful to get an opportunity this week.
And at the All Blacks set pieces looked really good up until the last game that they played, but completely kind of fell apart. What did you guys take out of that last test, and what do you expect to do around the line out?
Well, you touched on it straight away. The set piece is really good, to be honest. They might not have had the best day out last game, which, for example, if that happens to us, we know as any team you're going to look at that area for improvement, and they are a very quality side in that area. And it's, as any forward pack wants to do, you want to assert yourself through your scrum, your line out, your maul. So we expect, a great contest there on Saturday night.
What difference does not having Scott Barrett make for the All Blacks this week?
I'm not sure. Obviously, he's a great leader, so it's going to be a little bit different for them. But they've got plenty of other players on the field. That they are world class, and the guys that have been playing there, the locks, Tupou Vai, Fabian Holland, Paddy Tupeluto's back. They're world class players, and they're going great guns. So they're the quality team that has that depth. They're lucky enough to replace a great player with another great player. So. It's kind of immeasurable how much he's going to be a loss, but there's going to be another player who's as keen to rip into us as well.
Harry, obviously weren't a part of the team for that third Lions test, and then obviously stayed at home in South Africa. Did you, when you came back to the group, did you get a sense that something had shifted with the confidence levels of the team?
Yeah, I think early days in the season we probably didn't hit our straps. I sort of felt that Melbourne test, although we lost, we certainly came out strong, and it really felt like that was one of the games this year that we started strong and went well. So that game, and then the Lions game as well, gave us some proper confidence. And then over in South Africa, I think the performances have been promising and making progress each week. So yeah, I sense there's a bit more confidence amongst the group now. We've had a couple of results and performances that the boys have been proud of. But like always, some areas of the game that we want to improve on, and certain periods, first half, second half, either one, certainly can be better.
Nick, obviously the All Blacks are pretty hard to roll at Eden Park. The record backs that up. Do you, just as going into a game on that venue with that always hovering over it, do you embrace it? Do you block it out? I mean, what's the players' general attitude?
I think you definitely got to respect it first and foremost. They've done unbelievably well at this ground for a number of years. So you definitely got to respect it, but also it's something you look forward to as well. As a player and as a team and as a group, we're really excited. The opportunity that we have to play them at this ground, and we respect what it is as that record, but we're also like I said, we're super keen. That's probably the biggest thing. Probably a bit of the same mentality we had a bit in Ellis Park, Johannesburg. We respected that record. We knew what was going to come, and we knew we had to raise to that level to get an outcome.
So did that performance that day at Ellis Park, does that give you belief this week?
It does. It does give us belief. I think any game when we go into a match on the weekend where we're super keen, and we've got internal belief. But Potts touched on it. We had those Lions matches before. First test we kind of had a bit of a slow start. Second we got back in on our result there. But there's always that internal belief. But They're a bloody good team, and that record stands for a reason. Is probably the big one there. You know, they're all. We know the players quite well. We play against them Super Rugby. They're the finalists. They're both teams in the finals. They had 3 out of the 4 in the semis. So we know what to expect from them, and we know how hard it is to win even at Super Rugby level at Eden Park.
Do you expect a kind of wounded beast this week, given what they went through in Wellington?
They're a proud rugby nation for sure. Yeah. So we expect to be. We expect a little bit of a kickback, definitely. I know that one would hurt them a lot, deeply. As I said, they're a proud rugby nation, so it'll be very exciting for us as players to go toe-to-toe with that, but yeah, they're going to come out guns blazing.
No, Bobby B, obviously in this testing, Will isn't here either. Luke can't get his first day, probably played a fair bit of footy with him. Is he a dog on a chain at the moment? Like, is he looking forward to getting that role as the...
Luke Hahn's been toiling away. He ended up playing against the Lions a fair few times for multiple different teams. And you know, everyone in the squad, he's been training well. He's been waiting and biding his time, and he's been given the opportunity this weekend. So yeah, I'm definitely sure he's keen to go. As is everyone, as is Potts. You know, if you I didn't play the game last week, so when you are out and you are watching the stands, you know, out of that internal 15 or 23. You just want to be back in there. So when you get given an opportunity, you know, it puts a smile back on your face and you're keen to go.
Guys, what is your take on the Bledisloe Cup? I mean, it's been 22 years. It does give you motivation to actually win it, or you don't care? Like, what do you think about the Bledisloe? Because it's been a long time.
Yeah, factually, yeah, it has been a long time. We definitely do care. You know, it's something that drives you. Throughout the year, you know, when you play against the opposition in Super Rugby, it's something that's always going to come up end of the year too. And these weeks, they're the ones that you're keen to play in. You want to be peaked. They're the tougher test matches. And then on top of that, yeah, we're playing at Eden Park. So we haven't played in for a few years. I think we played at Wellington last year. So, you know, these big atmospheres, bigger stages, as a player, I know I individually, I look forward to these things because you want to test yourself against the best, and currently they've shown over the past 10-15 years one of the best teams in the world. You know, they're right up there, so we're really looking forward to that.